In this video, I will talk about the biosphere. The biosphere consists of all life on Earth and all parts of Earth in which life exists, including land, water, and the atmosphere. Organisms in the biosphere interact with each other and with the surroundings or environment. The study of those interactions is called ecology. The levels of organization are species, population, community, ecosystem, biome, and biosphere. Environmental conditions include biotic factors and abiotic factors. A biotic factor is any living part of the environment with which an organism might interact, including animals, plants, mushrooms, and bacteria. An abiotic factor is any non-living part of the environment, such as sunlight, heat, precipitation, salt type, and so on. Some ecologists use measuring tools to assess changes in plant and wildlife communities. Others use DNA studies to identify bacteria in match mold. Still others use data gathered by satellites to track ocean surface temperatures. Modern ecologists use the three methods in their work: observation, experimentation, and modeling. Living systems operate by expending energy. Organisms need energy for growth, reproduction, and their own metabolic process. If there is no energy, there are no life functions. Autotrophs use solar or chemical energy to produce food by assembling inorganic compounds into complex organic molecules. That's why autotrophs are also called primary producers. The best known and most common primary producers harness solar system through the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis captures light energy and uses to power chemical reactions that convert carbon dioxide and water into oxygen and energy-rich carbohydrates such as sugar and starch. Biologists discovered thriving ecosystems around volcanic events in a total darkness on the deep ocean floor. There was no light for photosynthesis. These organisms carry out a process called chemosynthesis, in which chemical energy is used to produce carbohydrates. Animals, fungi, and many bacteria cannot directly harness energy from the environment as a primary producers do. These organisms, known as heterotrophs, must require energy from other organisms. Consumers are classified by the ways in which they require energy and nutrients. Carnivores kill and eat other animals. Herbivores obtain energy and nutrients by eating plants, leaves, roots, seeds, or fruits. Omnivores include a variety of different foods that usually include both plants and animals. Scavengers are animals that consume the carcasses of other animals that have been killed by predators or have died of other causes. Decomposed feed by chemical breaking down organic matter. Detrivoids feed on detritus particles, often chewing or grinding them into even small pieces. In every ecosystem, primary producers and consumers are linked through feeding relationships. Energy flows through an ecosystem in one wide stream from primary producers to various consumers. A food chain is a series of steps in which organisms transfer energy by eating and being eaten. In some aquatic food chains, primary producers are a mixture of floating algae called phytoplankton and attached algae. A food web is a network of complex interactions formed by the feeding relationships among the various organisms in an ecosystem. Decomposers and detritivores are as important in most food webs as other consumers are. Decomposers convert that dead material to detritus, which is eaten by detritivores. The decomposition process releases nutrients that can be used by primary producers. Zooplankton are small field-floating animals that form part of plankton. Each step in a food chain or food web is called a trophic level. One way to illustrate the trophic level in an ecosystem is with an ecological pyramid. Ecological pyramid shows the relative amount of energy of matter contained within each trophic level in a given food chain or food web. There are three types of ecological pyramid: pyramid of energy, pyramid of biomass, and pyramid of numbers. Matter moves through the biosphere different than the way in which energy moves. Solar and chemical energy are captured by primary producers and then pass in one-way fashion from one trophic level to the next. Elements pass from one organism to another and among parts of the biosphere through closed loops called biochemical cycles, which are powered by the flow of energy. There are many ways in which the process involved in biochemical cycles can be classified. We will use the following guidelines: biological process, geological process, chemical and physical process, and human activity. Water continuously moves between the ocean, the atmosphere, and land, sometimes outside living organisms and sometimes inside them. Carbon is a major component of all organic compounds, including carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. Carbon is such a key ingredient of living tissues and ecosystems that, unlike Earth, is often described as a carbon-based life. All organisms require nitrogen to make amino acids, which combine to form proteins, and nucleic acids, which combine to form DNA and RNA. Phosphorus is essential to living organisms because it forms a part of vital molecules such as DNA and RNA.